100%. What's in the mind of a player?
Of course, first, Eric, you're gonna think about the pressure. Being the captain ball, you need to come back and help your team, especially Maida Pablo is one of the franchise players of Motolite. And in third set, she had a couple of points in. So it's very important for her teammates to just put their trust in her and help her get back as well.
Well, how do you as a player, because yun nga, nabanggit mo, gusto mong tumulong, excited ka, but how?
To start in practice, to be able to play a good game, you have to start in practice, follow coach, and just really have a mindset. You know, sometimes kasi hindi na masakit pero naiisip mo masakit eh. So your mind has to get...
Batang ko po na mas excited na Motolite volleyball. There's a block on Layug by Bersola. Pablo, wala pang explosiveness. She was blocked there at the net. Jem Ferrer. Ziher Vasho gets it through the double lady block.
We always say her name, Eric. Ziher Vasho has been one of the consistent spikers of BanKo Perlas, and we've been saying this ever since their game versus Air Force, which they lost in 3 sets. They need someone else. Bersola is also there, and Sue Roses can also be the one. So if they all get together, you'll see a different Perlas spikers in terms of offense.
And right now at 6 and 5 in the standings, they cannot afford na matalo dito because babagsak sila lalo. They're gonna go further down in the standings, and like what we mentioned kanina nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage, only the top 4 move forward as Pablo will score on the cross court. Para sa Motolite, good to see by Pat.
Together, you'll see a different Perlas spikers in terms of offense.
Ano dito because babagsak sila lalo. They're gonna go further down. Like what we mentioned kanina nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage, only the top 4 as Pablo will score on the cross court. Stella Layug serving para sa Motolite. Or move forward in the standings and afford na matalo in the standings. They cannot. Right now at 6 and 5. Good to see by Pat.
Together, you'll see a different Perlas spikers in terms
ano dito because babagsak sila lalo. They're gonna go
of offense.
Further down, like what we mentioned kanina nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Stella Layug serving sa Motolite. Para or move forward in the standings and afford na matalo in the standings. They cannot. Right now at 6 and 5.
Perlas spikers in terms
ano dito because babagsak sila lalo.
Together, you'll see a different
Further down, like what we mentioned kanina. Good to see by Pat. Cross court. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. As Pablo will score on Stella Layug serving. Para or move forward in the standings and afford na matalo sa Motolite. And right now at 6 and 5 average, only the top 4.
Perlas spikers in terms
Ano dito because babagsak
of offense. Together, you'll see a different
further down, like what we mentioned. Good to see by Pat. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Cross court. As Pablo will score on Stella Layug serving. Para or move forward in the standings and afford na matalo sila lalo. They're gonna go sa Motolite. In the standings, they cannot. Only the top 4.
Perlas spikers in terms
Ano dito because babagsak
of offense. Together, you'll see a different
further down sa simula ng ating coverage. Cross court. As Pablo will score on Stella Layug serving. Para or move forward sila lalo. They're gonna go sa Motolite. In the standings, they cannot. Only the top 4.
Perlas spikers in terms
Ano dito because babagsak
of offense.
afford na matalo in the standings, and good to see by Pat.
Together, you'll see a different
Further down, nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Cross court. As Pablo will score on Stella Layug serving. Para like what we mentioned kanina or move forward sa Motolite. Sila lalo, they're gonna go in the standings. They cannot. Right now at 6 and 5, only the top 4 afford na matalo in the standings, and good to see by Pat.
Together, you'll see a different
Further down, nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Cross court. As Pablo will score on the Stella Layug. Para like what we mentioned kanina, or move forward sa Motolite. Sila lalo, they're gonna go in the standings. They can right now at 6 and 5
of offense.
Lalo dito because babagsak afford na mata in the standings.
In terms
Only the top 4
together, you'll see a different.
further down. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Across court. As Pablo will score on the Stella Layug serving or move forward sa Motolite. Sila lalo, they're gonna go like what we mentioned kanina in the standings. They cannot right now at 6 and 5
of offense.
Lalo dito because babagsak
Perlas spikers in terms
only the top 4
together, you'll see a different.
further down. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Across court sa Motolite. Sila lalo, they're gonna go dito because babagsak
Together, you'll see a different.
further down. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage. Across court sa Motolite. Only the top 4
Perlas spikers in terms of offense.
Sila lalo, they're gonna go right now at 6 and 5 in the standings. They cannot lalo dito because babagsak
Together, you'll see a different.
Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage sa Motolite. Only the top 4
Perlas spikers in terms of offense.
Sila lalo, cross court. Right now at 6 and 5 in the standings. They cannot lalo dito because babagsak
Together, you'll see a different.
further down. Nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage sa Motolite. Only the top 4
Perlas spikers in terms.
Sila lalo, they're gonna go lalo dito because babagsak
Together, you'll see a different.
in the standings. They cannot right now at 6 and 5 further down. Nga lang sa simula ng ating sa Motolite. Across court. Only the top 4
of offense. Perlas spikers in terms.
Sila lalo because babagsak
Together, you'll see a different.
right now at 6 and 5 in the standings. They cannot sa Motolite. Across court. Only the top 4
Perlas spikers in terms.
Lalo dito because sila lalo, they're gonna go
of offense.
nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
Together, you'll see a different.
Right now at 6 and 5 further down in the standings. They cannot across court.
Perlas spikers in terms.
Lalo dito because babagsak sila lalo, they're gonna go
of offense.
nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
Together, you'll see a different.
Right now at 6 and 5 further down sa Motolite. Across court.
Perlas spikers in terms.
In the standings, they cannot lalo dito because babagsak nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
Together, you'll see a different.
Right now at 6 and 5 further down sa Motolite. in the standings, they cannot dito because babagsak
different Perlas spikers in terms
nga lang sa simula ng
you'll see a different
right now at 6 and 5. Further down, sa Motolite. The cross court. In the standings, they cannot dito because babagsak nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
together, you'll see a different
Right now at 6 and 5. Further down, dito because babagsak
different Perlas spikers in terms
in the standings, they can cover it. Right now at 6 and 5.
together, you'll see a different
Further down, sa Motolite. Dito because babagsak
different Perlas spikers in terms
nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
together, you'll see a different
Further down, sa Motolite. Dito because babagsak
different Perlas spikers in terms
nga lang sa simula ng ating coverage.
together, you'll see a different
Further down, right now at 6 and 5.